The year is 1907. Famed British hunter and tracker Jim Corbett held his breath and steadied his aim. What is he pointing his rifle towards? A Bengal tigress that was now responsible for 436 deaths up to this point, eventually going down as the single most deadly animal in human history. This is the story of the Champawat Tiger. This story begins in the Himalayas of western Nepal in a Rupal village. This is where the first attack would take place. It is believed that the Champawat man-eater was shot in its face, and it left it with a broken upper and lower canine teeth on the right side, which meant that she was not able to hunt her usual prey. So, like in the case of other man-eaters, she started looking for easier prey: humans. All of a sudden, the villagers started to notice a steep increase in the number of residents disappearing in the forest and its peripheries. The tiger attacks became so frequent that the villagers thought there was more than one man-eater amongst them. Several attempts to hunt her down failed, as she was much more intelligent and cunning than any tiger they'd ever seen. Finally, after 200 confirmed human kills, the Nepal army also joined the hunt, and even they couldn't kill her. The massive hunt party included hunters and local volunteers, and they did manage to chase the man-eater across the river Sarda and into the Indian side. In her territory in the Kumane district of Uttarakhand, the man-eater continued her hunt. Most of the attacks were concentrated around Champawat and adjoining villages. Now, you might rightfully so be asking yourself, why couldn't anyone kill the Champawat man-eater? Almost all of her attacks happened during the day, and most of the victims were young children and women who would venture into or close to the forest to collect fodder for their cattle. In India, too, there were several attempts to hunt her down, and hunters were offered considerable rewards to end her terror regime. But she managed to outsmart them all by traveling large distances at night between villages and forests after every kill. But then, a man by the name of Jim Corbett entered the arena. Unlike the many hunters who came forward to hunt the Chippewa man-eater, Jim Corbett was not a professional hunter, but he knew the forest animals and how to shoot one down if he needed to. In 1907, he was approached by a friend, a high-ranking British official who knew Corbett's hunting skills and sought his help to track and kill the Chippewa man-eater. Corbett accepted the invite on two conditions. The man-eater's bounty is withdrawn as he did not want to do it for the money, and he demanded that all other hunting parties be called off. With his conditions now met, Corbett headed to the village of Pali, where the tigress had just made her 435th documented kill. Corbett put together a team of volunteers from the village who were tasked to make a loud beating noise to force the tigress out of her hiding ground. Corbett and the volunteers waited until the tiger arrived. Disturbed by the loud banging sound, the tigress got out of her bushes and walked straight into where Corbett and the volunteers were waiting with guns. Corbett missed his first shot, but he hit the second and third, but they were still not enough to kill the tigress, who was now furious and in a lot of pain. Corbett, who by this time had run out of bullets in his gun, took the shotgun from the volunteers and took one more aim at the tigress. As the tigress made a wild dash at him, Corbett fired the bullet, and this time he was on target. The giant man-eater had finally been brought down. The killing of the tigress gave Corbett the status of no less than a celebrity, and soon he was requested from other parts of the country to hunt down their man-eaters there. The number of victims and the story itself is widely disputed, and who knows if any of it is really true. However, detailed accounts of Jim Corbett and the people there all claim it to be true. However, still take everything I said here with a grain of salt, and don't always believe what you see on the internet.